Hello, vinyl community. Welcome back. This is HubTunes. I am Mike. It's that time of year. Record Store Day list has come out. I got my. I did a quick skim over it. I have not done a deep dive. That's usually when I find the stuff that I end up buying. Is when I do the deep dive. Um, there's always hidden gems. Some of the best records are the ones I've never heard of, and they're usually blind buys. Um, of course, this is also the time of year where everyone bitches about the list. There's nothing on here. It's garbage. Blah, blah, blah. You record day, you store day is jump the shark. I've already heard that one. Um, there's something on these lists for everybody. Every year, there's always something. You gotta do a deep dive on some of these things. Like I said, I found some gems, some absolute gems over the years. Some good, Brazilian rock or some good psych. There's always stuff in there. You gotta look for it. You do your research and stuff. So yeah, I'm not one of these people who's like, the list sucks this year. That's not me. I found 18 things that interest me. Well, not 18 things that interest. Yeah, there's 18 things that I wrote down that I'm going to mention in this video that I think people might be interested in or should be interested in. So I'm going to start with Wall of Voodoo. Their self-titled record is being reissued. That is a great record, people. If you don't have that record, pick it up. It's a record store day first. I won't go through the first and all that stuff. I didn't write all that down, but that's a terrific record. I actually own it, so I'm not gonna get it. But some of those Wall of Voodoo records are very expensive. His solo stuff is very expensive. I wish they would reissue his solo stuff. Stan Ridgway, his solo records are terrific and very, very pricey. Again, I'm going to go with the Jazz Dispensary. I buy them every year. There were a couple there. Yeah, they weren't that great, but the last one was really good. I enjoyed that. It was called From the Movies. Really good, really funky, blaxploitation kind of movie soundtrack ish. It was really good. I'm going to probably pick up this one too. T Rex Zinc Alloy, 25th anniversary. I think it didn't say it was deluxe. It just says 25th anniversary. So maybe it's just probably just a reissue. But I don't think that's in print. I mean, that's a pretty decent record. Am I going to pick it up? Maybe. Tinted Windows, the band the kid from Hanson, the drummer Bunny Carlos from Cheap Trick, and two guys I think from I forget what Fountains of Wayne. That's a really good record. Tinted Windows. I think it came out in the early '90s. I don't think it's ever been on vinyl. Maybe it has, but I might pick that up. I'm hearing rumors that the Talking Heads '77 live concert is phenomenal. Now, I already have a bunch of Talking Heads live record store day releases. I'm probably going to pass on this, but I'm hearing great reviews. That's the one record I did read a review of. I haven't watched anyone's videos yet. I'll probably do that this weekend and see what everyone else is up to and interested in. And that's also how I'll find like the hidden gems of stuff that I'll probably end up getting. But yeah, I noticed the list had a ton of great live concerts, as always. A lot of big time people. I think U2 had a live one from the Sphere. The Stones had a couple of live ones. I mean, there was a lot of live stuff on this one. There always is. And yes, I know, picture disc, blah, blah, blah. Don't buy them. You don't like them, just scroll right past. I don't care. I'm not buying a picture disc. I'm not going to also bitch about it for 20 minutes. Somebody buys them. Somebody must be buying them or they wouldn't be making them. Also, it's the licensing. So that's why there's so many picture discs. Same with live records. But there did seem to be a lot of pretty interesting live records. I don't think I'm going to get any, but you never know. Joe Strummer, they're doing a 25th anniversary. If you don't have these records, these are great. This is Joe Strummer and the Mescaleros. It is the 25th anniversary of Rock Art and X-Ray Style. It's a 2 LP set. I don't know if it has any outtakes or demos or anything like that. I hope it does. My guess is it probably doesn't if it's the two records and it's only a two record set. I'm guessing there isn't. But if you don't have those records, grab that set. It is going to be really cool. I have the Joe Strummer box set, so I really don't need that. But if I didn't have that, I would be all over this because those records are hard to find and they're very expensive. Those two records go for over $100 each. So pick those up immediately. That would be a must have if I didn't have that box set. Mavis Staples is doing a deluxe reissue of "Have a Little Faith." Not my favorite Mavis Staples record. It's more of her gospel-y stuff. It's a possibility. You know, if I see it around maybe after Record Store Day, I might pick it up because I'm a huge Mavis fan. Dolores O'Riordan has a release. I don't know what it is. Lead singer from the Cranberries, who passed away a couple years ago. I'm not really familiar with what it was, so but it's definitely in my maybes. Uh, Lowell George, his solo record, deluxe issue of it, absolute must have. Huge Lowell George fan. Love Little Feat. I have to have that record. Definitely getting that. Jerry Garcia on the Eel. This is a live recording from '89, I believe, '88 or '89, and I had it on cassette for a long, long time. It's a really good solo Jerry Garcia band record. Live stuff, pretty cool. I'm leaning towards getting that. I'm trying this year. I think I'm either going to get the Grateful Dead live box set or the Jerry Garcia. This one, I think I'm actually leaning towards the Garcia. There is a Grateful Dead box set 4 LP. It's called Nightfall of Diamonds. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'll have to look it up. I think it's later live stuff, maybe in the '90s. If it's '90s stuff, I'll probably pass on it and just get the Garcia. Dream Syndicate demos. This is probably a must have for me. I love Dream Syndicate. It's the Wine and Roses record, I believe. Uh, yeah, that's probably going to be on my list. I'm pretty sure. I just mentioned the Grateful Dead. Oh, the Psych Band Gandalf. This is a hard to find record. This is done by Jackpot Records, which is means it's Kevin Gray probably. Um, yeah, that's definitely on my list. Definitely gonna get that. There was a Dr. John issue. I forget what it was. Was it? Yeah, I forget. Oh, I think it was singles. I think it was singles. I don't know if it was singles like as in like singles like 45s or if it was just singles collected onto an LP. If it's the LP version, definitely getting that. Love Dr. John. A really cool record. See, this is one people would just go right past. Wouldn't even look at. A band called Electrification. I love Electrification. I think they made one or two records. Um, it is Ian McAuliffe from Echo and the Bunnymen. And actually, I think it's two guys from Echo and the Bunnymen. It is a solo record from those two guys. It is called Burned, and it is. I don't think it's ever been on vinyl. If it is out on vinyl, it's very hard to find, very expensive. I'm pretty sure it's never been on vinyl. I have the CD. It is a really good record. If you like Echo and the Bunnymen and that kind of sound, that little mid '80s groove, really, really good record. Highly recommended. I actually like it better than most Echo and the Bunnymen records. It's a really cool record. It's got a little more edge. It's really good. Just stream it. I'm pretty sure it's available to stream. And then the number one thing, which I don't know, I might get it. Wilco is releasing a deluxe version of A Whole Love. Um, it's not my favorite Wilco record, but it's like the 25th anniversary, I believe. It can't be 25. No, there's no way. Anyway, they're releasing a deluxe version of that. There's not many of them being pressed. That's on my list, I think. So those are. Is that enough? So far, those are the things I'm kind of interested in. A couple of those things I just mentioned because I wanted to tell you guys about them. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's a good list. Um, and then I have something going on where I need to save money for. I'm going to see Dead and Company at the Sphere in Vegas in May. So I need to save my money for that. Tickets were very expensive. The flights, you can't get a $99 red eye anymore to Vegas. Flights were very expensive and the hotel was outrageous. But yeah, I need to save some money. So I don't know how much I'm actually going to buy on that list. Um, I'll probably pick up 3 or 4 items, but yeah, I can't go crazy this year on Record Store Day. I wish I could, because man, there's some good stuff. There's some really good stuff, but we'll see what happens. But I'm not going gaga over Record Store Day this year. So This video was kind of pointless, isn't it? There's some good stuff on there. I think it's going to be a fun day. I love Record Store Day. I'm a big proponent of Record Store Day. I know I'm not a poo-pooer of it. I think it's great. My local shop, he loves it. He makes a weekend out of it. People come in, they buy not only do they buy Record Store Day stuff, but they also buy other stuff. They buy those used records that he makes all the money on. So he loves it. It's a great promotion for his store. You see people in his store that you never see before, and it's great. Old and new customers waiting in line, having a good time, talking to each other. Yeah, I love it. I also don't wait overnight. You people who wait overnight are crazy. I wouldn't do that. I'm very lucky. I can get there an hour before he opens and still be like 20th in line. So, and I usually get everything I want. So I am very lucky that way. Chicago has 15 to 20 record stores. So, and they all participate, almost everyone. So the crowds get kind of spread out. We don't get lines hundreds of people long, which is very, very nice. So, yeah, that's it. Questions, comments, snide remarks down below. Tell me what you're interested in and tell me what I should get. And yeah, I know there's some deep cuts there's some really cool stuff. I can already tell looking at the list. I wrote another list down of like 5 or 6 things that just sounded interesting. So I'm gonna go through those and maybe do some streaming and see if and I'll call this list down now. It's like I said, I can't go crazy this year. I can't go crazy. I have to save money for Vegas. So that's it. You guys have a great weekend. I will talk to you later. Bye.